Okay, so let's talk about the last part. It's the linear equation and some other questions in the Math 5 final. Okay, Math 5 final. So here the first question is a linear equation with three letters x, y, and z. We want to solve for y. Okay, we want to solve for y. So first step, we cancel the term that we don't want to solve. Or you can think we move 3x, this term, to the left. Okay, so minus 3x minus 3x on both sides. So we get a new equation. Z minus 3x on the left. And then these two cancelled. Only positive 8y on the right hand side. Okay, this is 8y. And then the next step, divided by 8, we will get letter y. Okay. So 8 and 8 cancelled. We got y is z minus 3x divided by 8. So that's choice C here. Okay, choice here. So step 1, cancel the letter, the term that we don't want to solve. Okay, so if they want to solve for x, you cancel y, so for y, you cancel x. That's number 1. Okay, that's number 1. Okay, so number 2, step 1, we need a distribution, right? We need a distribution. 2 times negative 3x and 2 times positive 3. So we get a new equation. We copy the same thing on the left and right hand side. 2 times negative 3x, negative 6x. Okay, and then 2 times 3, you got positive 6. Okay, positive 6. So let me emphasize these two multiplications. So this is 2 times negative 3x, and this is 2 times positive 3. Okay, so it's the distribution step. Okay, distribution step. And then we cancel x terms, or move x terms to the left, move numbers to the right. Okay, move numbers to the right. So plus 6x plus 6x. Okay, so we cancel the term, x term in the right hand side. So we got negative 2 plus 6, 4x plus 6 is 6. Okay, is 6. And then we cancel the number term on the left. So these two cancelled. Okay, so 4x is 0. Okay, so the right hand side is also cancelled. That's an accident. Okay, so the goal is we want to cancel the numbers on the left and cancel x terms on the right. Okay, on the right hand side of the equation. And then the last step, divide by 4, right? Divide by 4. Got the answer. So each time you write an equal sign first. Okay, so x is 0. Okay, x is 0. That's the answer D. That's our second problem, linear equation. Okay, so we cancel a lot of terms, or move terms, and then divide is the last step. Okay, division is the last step. So problem 3 is a little bit harder. So let me rewrite this problem. Negative 20 over 3 is, I put some space between these three fractions. Okay, so we need a big number to cancel all these three denominators. Okay, so we can find this common multiple of 3, 6, and 1, so which is 6. So everybody times 6. Okay, so all these three terms multiplied by the least common denominator. Okay, least common denominator. And then we can see 6 and 3 cancelled. We got a 2 here. Right, 6 cancelled. And then 6 divided by 1, we got 6. So now we have new equation, 2 times negative 20 plus 5x plus negative 5 times 6. Okay, so this is negative 40 is 5x plus negative 30. Cancel the number part. plus 30 plus 30. We use positive 30 to cancel negative 30. So they canceled. We got negative 10 is 5x. So last step is the division. We got negative 2 is x. So this is the answer. Okay, negative 2. So the important thing is step 1. We need a big number to cancel all denominators. You don't have to use 6. You can use 12, 18, any number that can cancel all 3 denominators. Okay, so 6 divided by 3, you have a 2, no denominator. 6 divided by 6, they are cancelled. 6 divided by 1, you got a 6 here. Okay, then you have a new equation without denominator. Then you can solve it. Okay, you can solve it. Okay, so now let's jump to number 6. Okay, number 6. Number 6 is the inequality question. Okay, inequality question. So first, let's solve this inequality. It's almost the same as the steps in the linear equation, right? Linear equation. So we cancel x term on the right and cancel numbers on the left. Okay, the other doesn't matter. Okay, the other one doesn't matter. So let's cancel 4x by negative 4x. Okay, so we have the same sign in the middle. So this is negative 12x plus 7. So 4x and negative 4x canceled is negative 41 on the right hand side. And then we cancel 7, right? Negative 7, negative 7. So still the same sign in the middle. Negative 12x is greater than, this is negative 48 on the right hand side. 7 and 7 cancelled. Right? 7 and 7 cancelled. And last step is division. Divided by negative 12, divided by negative 12. So we have x and positive 4. So the most important thing is the difference between inequality and the equation is we have to switch the sign in the middle. Okay? But we not always switch if divided by negative number. Okay, change the sign. Then change the sign. Change the sign of inequality. Okay, change the sign of inequality. So we got x is less than 4. Okay, x is less than 4. But when you look at ABCD, you get 4 intervals. Okay, so which one means x is less than 4? Okay, so let me tell you my idea to choose the answer. Okay, so first the cutting point is 4. Okay, so we are talking about this answer. Okay, this answer. So definitely A is wrong, B is wrong because that's negative 4. Okay, negative 4. So now we should choose left half line or right half line. So this is my way. Okay, so if you look at this inequality sign as a mouse. So if you eat number, choose left. If this inequality sign eat x, you choose the right half line. Okay, right half line. So now let me write down 4 notations. Okay, so after you solve the inequality, you have these 4 cases, right? 4 cases. So x and 4, you cannot choose left or right half line based on the middle sign. Okay, so what's the solution for the first one? Cutting point is 4, so this one is like a mouse. We are eating number 4, right? Eat number, go left. So this is the answer. And then the next one, cutting number is 4, and then we are eating x now. Okay, it's like an open mouse, right? Eating x, so we go to right. Okay, yeah. So for these two, the first two, the middle sign, they are both less than or equal to or less than. But you see, we have 2 different pictures. So number 3, we eat x again, so choose right half line. And the last one, we eat number, so go left. Okay, both cutting number is number 4. Okay, cutting number is number 4. So from the solution of inequality to the ABCD is a harder step. Remember this: each number go left, each x go right. Okay, yeah. So next question. Okay, so this is the system of linear equation question. Okay, so here we want to solve y coordinate. So what's step one? Step one, we need same x terms in these two equations. Okay, so how can you get same terms? So here the number is -4, there the number is 5. We use reverse multiplication. Okay, so the first equation, we want everybody times 5. Okay, so every term times 5. Okay, every term times 5. And then the second equation, 5x plus 2y is -4. So everybody times the top coefficient, -4. Then we got two new equations. Okay, we got two new equations. So the first equation, 5 times -4, -20x. -y times 5, -5y. 5 times 5, 25. The second equation, 4 negative times 5, -20x. 2 times -4, -8y is -4, -4, 16. Okay, 16. So that's step one. Okay, so after step one, you see we got exactly the same x term. So it's kind of reverse multiplication. 5 times 4 and 4 times -5. Okay, -5. So step two is a subtraction. Okay, so top left, the first equation on the left hand side minus the bottom left is equal to the top right hand side minus the bottom right hand side. So we use left hand side minus left hand side, right hand side minus right hand side. So now x part will be cancelled because they are the same. -20x minus -20x, they cancelled. Okay, so now what's top left? -5y. Okay, so our term has three parts: sign, number, and letter. You use three parts. Bottom left, -8y. Top right, 25. Bottom right, 16. So we got 3y is 9. Divided by 3, divided by 3, we got y is 3. So this is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, so you want to find y coordinate. You got same x term, cancel x term in subtraction. If you want to solve for x, you need step one, same y term. And then step two, subtract. Okay, yeah, subtraction will cancel the term, the letter that you don't want. Okay, you don't want. This is the system of linear equations. Okay, so this word question is easy. Okay, this word question is easy, but a lot of students will choose the wrong answer. Okay, wrong answer. So first, 2 times a number. Okay, so here you see they use letter Z for the number. Okay, so this is 2 times Z. Okay, 2 times Z. So now let me rewrite the sentence. 17 less than 2Z is means equals, right? Equals 59. Okay, so equals 59, you have the same right hand side in all these choices A, B, C, D. So left hand side is key. Okay, left hand side is key. So first we know B and D are wrong because B and D have a distribution: 2 times Z, 2 times 17, 2 times 17, 2 times -Z. Okay, from the sentence there's no distribution, it's just 2 times letter Z. Okay, 2 times letter Z. So the next step is very important. So less than means subtract. But for subtraction, most cases we have to change the order of these two terms. Only decreased by, you keep the term. Okay, you keep the order. So switch terms, so this is 2z minus 17 is 59. Then we got choice C. Okay, so for subtraction, always switch except decreased by. Okay, decreased by. So now the substitution question. Okay, so substitution question, so let me copy the expression. A squared plus b squared a plus ba. Okay, a lot of students just plug in the numbers and then got the wrong answer. Okay, got the wrong answer because they didn't pay attention to the parentheses. Okay, so what's the first important step? You put the parentheses around every letter. So whenever there's a letter, you put parentheses. So you see first a squared, so there's a parentheses a squared. Right, so this is for a squared. And then b squared, this is for b squared. And then a, right? A. And then there's a ba, so b and then a. So for every letter, you put a parentheses. And then you put the values, numbers. So a is what? -3. B is -10. A is -3. B is -10. A is -3. And then follow the order of operations, right? So this is 9 plus, this is 100 times -3, so negative is 300 plus 30. So the answer is -261. Okay, 261. So a lot of students, even they use calculator, they still get the wrong answer because they didn't put the parentheses. So when you use the calculator, if there's no parentheses, what this expression means? This expression means only 3 is inside the power. Negative sign is not in the power, so this is -3 times 3 is -9. Okay, so you won't get +9 like this. So if there is a parentheses, so we got -3 squared in the parentheses, so this means -3 is repeating, and then this is negative times negative is +9. Okay, +9. So without parentheses, negative sign is not repeating. With parentheses, negative sign is repeating. Okay, yeah, so that's the last question. So try the linear equation quiz online and then try the Dempo final. Okay, so let's hope you can get 20 out of 25 on the Dempo final.